Hi guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. This is the Duggan daily dish. Tonight we'll be doing chicken and egg pepper rolls, and they are amazing. It takes a little bit longer time than I normally like, but it is so worth it. Wait until you try these. So let's get started. Okay, so normally I have everything prepped for you, so it's a little bit easier to do this video by myself. But I do want to show you a couple tricks if I learned them, and I want to pass them on to you. So here's a trick about learning how to cut a bell pepper. Now it took me a while. I was always having thicker slices and not understanding how people got perfect size peppers. And I learned a little tip off of the life hacks, I think is what it was. Just so that it's a little bit easier for you to get the inside of the pepper cleaned and to make a little bit more even cuts. So what you're first going to do, and I think I'm going to end up with a problem because you can tell by the bottom of this, I think there's a little baby bell pepper in here. So this might mess up with how you're supposed to cut the pepper. But let's see. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to take the top of the pepper, you're going to cut right through that. I did a pepper before this, and I realized that sometimes the stems are a little bit longer when you get down there. Usually the peppers I get have shorter stems, and this usually works. But of course I'm videotaping, so it's not gonna work. So let's see how this goes. So anyway, you're gonna cut the top of the pepper straight down, straight off, okay? And I'm right-handed, so you're not gonna see the green side, but I will show you when I'm done. So you're just gonna take the top part and slice it right down. So you're just going to cut the top part off, like so. So you can see the inside of it. Now, actually, it doesn't look too bad. You might be able to do this. So you have the top part cut. Now what you're supposed to do is, see how the inside of that is still usable? You just don't want to use the green part. So all you have to do is basically just pop that green part out. You have to peel around it, you just peel around it. But you're going to save those pieces so that you don't waste any pepper. So there you have it. You have the little green guy off. And that's going to go into my husband's new compost bin. He's so excited about it. Okay. So after that, what you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom part, and you're going to do the exact same thing right where it curves, okay? So it's a little bit easier when you're going to cut this pepper. So just cut off the bottom. And usually we save that, but because of that extra green pepper on the bottom, it doesn't work. But there's the bottom cut off. You can see that. Bottom. Okay. All right. So what you're going to do next is you're just going to take and you're going to cut just one slice down one side of the pepper. Don't cut the whole way through the pepper. You're just going to cut one side. Like so. Okay? So all you're going to do now is you're going to unpeel it. Hey, look at that. And then this whole inner part comes out. That's how easy it is. And then all you're going to do is you're going to slice and dice this up, and we're going to add it to the pepper and chicken egg roll. So in the recipe, you'll see 2 bell peppers I've used. I wanted to add a little bit of color, so we're doing yellow and orange. I already have the orange one cut, and I wanted to cut the yellow one for you guys to see how to do it. So I'll meet you right back. Okay, so the first step is to heat up some oil. We're going to cook the chicken. First, we're going to actually heat up our pan first. And you're going to heat it on a medium-high heat. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. Now it's your choice about which oil you want to use. I'm using my little favorite, my olive oil. We are going to use peanut oil to fry these. So you can go ahead and use the peanut oil, but I'm trying to do a little bit of healthy wherever I can. So that's why I use my little friend, the olive oil. So I'm going to let that heat up for a second. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons. so I retrieved the chicken breast. All we did was slice these up into thin strips, makes them a little bit easier to cook. So now we're just going to throw them in the oil, and when they're done cooking, we're going to push them off to the side. So I'll see you back then. Okay, so the chicken is cooked, and you will notice I have switched sides on you because I'm afraid of spattering my computer. So I am going to cook from this side. So we cooked the chicken and we pushed off to one side. Now we're going to cook the pepper and onion together about 6 or 7 minutes normally, just to soften them up. And this is 1 full onion and then 2 bell peppers. So no matter what color, make it your own. Make it help beautify it the way you want. And today we're using yellow and orange. So we'll cook these and I'll be back after that. Okay, so we have the chicken and the peppers cooked. And I'm going to show you guys how beautiful I have a color combination going on here. I know usually I use green peppers to add a little bit more color. But tomorrow, in tomorrow's episode, you'll see me make another recipe, and I needed a red pepper. So I needed 2 peppers, and there was a package of red pepper, yellow pepper, and orange pepper. So there you go. Nice cost-saving tip again. A meal plan. You'll learn from me. So anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of marinade to this. I took this off the fire. We want to actually get this to cool down. So what you're going to do is you're going to step away for about 15 to 20 minutes, because what we don't want to do is add hot vegetables and meat to the egg roll, because otherwise it's going to immediately fall apart and it's going to be really messy. So we don't want that. Believe me, I learned that the first time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add the marinade, and all the marinade is it is 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a clove of garlic, and you know me, I've cheated and used that garlic in the oil, and then you're going to add a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. However, if you cheat like I do, you can add it's 1/4 of a teaspoon of the powdered ginger. So that's about what comes out to be the difference. And the only way I know that is because I've been doing this for 3 years, and I also have a little cheat sheet on my refrigerator thanks to my husband. So what we're going to do now is we're going to whisk this all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this right into the peppers and onions. Try to get all those pieces of garlic in there, because that's delicious. And what you're going to do is you're going to stir it into the chicken, peppers, and onions. And then what we'll do is we'll be back in about 20, it says 15 minutes on the recipe, and sometimes that's even not enough. I'm going to say 20 to 25 minutes. So we'll see you back here. I'm going to throw my dryer on and do a couple dishes, and we'll be back when it's cooled down. Stay tuned. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes, and the pepper and onions and eggs are cooled down. Chicken. It's cooled down enough to start using. So I'm just going to stir it around here a little bit. Remember that beautiful color? What you're going to do is you're going to take an egg roll, and these come in a refrigerated section. You don't know where to find them. And you want to keep them refrigerated. Sometimes the first one you get out can be a pain. You rip it, it's okay. You can do something else with it, I guess. I've been getting better at opening the package, so the first one is a little bit easier for me to get out. But sometimes they do crack and peel a little bit, because they will be, they make an egg roll. Anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do is, you're going to take an egg roll, like so, and you're going to have it pointed like a diamond on a plate in front of you, because you want the points on either side, and you want one of those points pointed directly at you. So you're going to take the center of this egg roll and you're going to fill it. You don't want to overfill it, because if you overfill it, then you're going to have a problem with stuffing and everything. So what we're going to do is I'll show you what to do. I'm going to put these on another plate. I'll finish them up, and then we'll come back to frying them. I'm not exactly going to show you how to fry them. I'm sure you understand, but I'll show you the beginning part of it. That way you don't get oil all over my computer. Alright, so we're just going to take a little bit of this, stick it right in the middle here, make it about center. Okay, so that's about what you want, that amount. So it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. So what you're gonna do is, my head not being chopped. Okay, you're gonna take this top part. Okay, I lied. The top part, the right part. So what I usually do is I will try to put it directly in the middle. That way I know how much space I have left in the egg roll. So you're going to take this right corner and you're going to fold it over and under the filling, like so. You're kind of seal it there, okay? So then you're going to take your top point and you're going to put it down. Take the other side, point it down, and then you're going to roll. So it should look like a little envelope packet that hasn't been rolled yet. So then you're just going to roll this down. And you may need a little bit of water to seal the egg roll. And you want this tight, which I did not do. Watch me. Okay. So you want to pull it as tight as possible as you can without ripping the egg roll like I just did. And we're going to seal it off a little bit. So I'm going to make as many as I can and then we'll stick them in the fryer. Okay, so I have my pan heating up here. Now some people say put the cold oil in there and let it heat up and fry. I think it's because of splattering, but I'm good at getting out of the way. I feel like doing that, it doesn't work as well. If you have a deep fryer, these are great for deep fryers. I don't have one myself, so I'm going to do it in a skillet here on the stove. And I'm going to use peanut oil, the best frying oil around. Some of you might argue with me, but I'm going to say peanut oil is the best around. It has a great flavor. It adds to the frying part of it. So I'm going to give this a few more seconds to heat up. It's almost there. As you can see, we've rolled the egg rolls. I'm going to give my husband some credit here. He did help me. Just so you know, egg rolls can be a little bit frustrating, especially when it's the first or second time you're working with them. They come out stuck together, and like I said in the beginning, some may rip. It takes practice, so just keep practicing, or get your husband or girlfriend or wife or brother, sister, mother, whoever, to help you. Just peel them. He peeled them for me because I couldn't get that angle of it, and I filled them. I did overfill them. Like I said, you don't want to overfill them, and you want to make sure that you don't have your meat and your veggies hot, because what that's going to do is the heat's going to seep right through the egg roll, and then your egg roll's going to fall apart. So these aren't the prettiest egg rolls, but they'll work. All they have to do is taste good, right? Okay, so you're going to take about a ½ inch of oil on the bottom of your pan, just enough to coat the pan to coat the top half of the egg roll that you're going to put down. So. And I know, yes, that's a lot of oil, but so I just killed my peanut oil bottle, and that's okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to gently place these in the pan. We're going to fry them and turn them at least once until they're golden brown, and then we're going to drain them on some paper towels. All right, we'll see you back then. Okay, so we fried them up. I'm a little bit lenient on my frying. I'm a little bit scared of when to flip them or not. But hey, nobody said I'm perfect yet. It'll take me a while, I'm sure. So this is just plated up for you. They're a really nice golden brown. Some people like them a little bit darker. My husband is really great at frying, but I wanted to try this myself again. Also, there's an alternative. You can also bake these if you're trying to be a little bit healthier. And you just put that on 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes until brown. So that way it's a little bit healthier for you. But I did healthy most of the way. And, you know, sometimes you just got to go all the way. So we went a little bit deep frying today. So Make sure you do drain them. They do get really greasy. Actually, when I take them out of the pan, I actually will use my little clippers here, forceps, whatever you call them, pliers. I don't know. I am not an official cook, okay? I gotta make this funny stuff now. Anyway, so you want to make sure you dry them, and I should dry them, drain them. Hello. I guess that's drying too. Basically, what I do is when I take them out, I actually will let all the oil drip out of it. So I'll take the actual egg roll and I'll like just have it up above and let the oil just drain out of the inside of it because it can get really super greasy. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's recipe. I hope you try it. If you do try it, let me know how it works for you. Comment below, and I'll see you next time. Till then, ciao!